welcome to SS Daily. It's Esosa here, and I'm glad to have you back on my channel. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to everybody that has supported me up until now. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Mwah. And yes, it's another episode on ED. Thank you guys for having me. And yeah, I'm excited to be back. I've actually been off social media for 2 days, about 3 days. It's not so long, but it's something, guys. It's something. You can actually survive without internet. I think I would go with food over internet or over a phone. Well, that's by the way. On today's episode of Essays Daily, we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. I was actually discussing with my sisters, and so I'm like, yeah, why not I bring it to you guys and so we can have a conversation. So yeah, today we'll be talking about when is it okay to move out of your father's house, out of your mother's house, out of your parents' house in general. And we're looking at between the ages of 23 to 37. Yes, guys. So when is it okay to move out? Like, do you ever just consciously think about it and be like, oh my, if I have this money, I'm moving out? Or you just say to yourself, no, I think they've had enough of me, I need to go. Or you're like me, who does not want to leave the house? Let me know in the comment section down below. So sit right back and enjoy this. Thank you. So guys, like, what is it like to those that have moved out? Let me even start from there. To those that have moved out, what is it like? Because I have not moved out of the house yet, and sometimes when I think about it, it kind of like scares the daylight out of me. I remember last year when I had to go on a work trip and I was away for a month, and trust me, those were like one of the hardest days of my entire life. Well, you can say it's not so serious, but I missed home. Like, I would always call every day. I want to speak to my mom, I want to speak to my sisters. My son was literally always calling every day. When are you calling me? Are you not supposed to come back today? I'm like, no, I still have this to do, because the trip was not so planned. I mean, maybe that's why I didn't feel prepared for it. But either ways, I'm sure even if I was prepared for the trip, I would still feel the way that I felt, because like, I haven't been away from home for that long ever since, well, at least since I moved to South Africa. I haven't been away from home for that long. 1 month, guys, and I almost lost my mind. Like, I almost lost my mind. But yeah, so I know people have different reasons for moving out, and some people are actually scared to say, Dad, Mom, I want to move out. Especially from where I come from, Nigeria, where you are like homebound until you get that ring on your middle finger. But here in South Africa, statistics actually prove that 50% of young adults aged from 23 to 37 actually are still living with their parents. And that's quite interesting, because South Africa is a place where I felt like especially during my college days, university days, I always felt like this Southie people, or this South Africans, they like to do things. They like that freedom. They enjoy it. They enjoy the thrill of it and all of that stuff. Where I'm coming from, you literally are homebound. Because even during college, I didn't stay on res like some of my friends. I would always go to classes from the house. I haven't had that much space to actually even giving it a thought to say I'm moving out. So the only times that I haven't been home was because of work and during boarding school. And obviously boarding school is just boarding school. It's not like you generally moving out. So the different reasons why people move out, I think we should talk about that. So one of the reasons I have is some people look out for freedom. Now, if you look at it, when you're in varsity, you are at that liberty to do whatever you want to do. You stay with your friends, you can decide to stay on res. People get up to different things. So now you find that after varsity is over, it begs the question, okay, are you going to go back home, or you're going to stick to that lifestyle of it's just about me, I'm going to live my life? I think sometimes people get so carried away with that freedom that when they get after varsity, they just get home and say like, okay, no, I think I got this job now, I'm moving out. It's not so easy out there, guys. It's not so easy. Personally for me, I'll give you my reasons why I'm still in my father's house later on in the video. And some other people, they actually do it to maintain a lifestyle. So you've lived this life in school of, I can do things by myself, my parents don't really care what I do, you know, I'm a, what do you call it, I'm a free bird, I can do whatever it is that I want to do. You have your own self-contained house, your own bachelor pad, and you're enjoying it. You don't want to go back to living with your parents, maybe because they might be a nightmare, or just because you really do want that freedom and you want to keep up with that lifestyle of maybe sneaking in a few friends here and there. Who knows? Who knows? Another thing is having a child. So you can find that living in your parents' house with your child, not married, there might be a bit of friction, but not all the time. But you find that some people will be like, you know what, okay, no, mom, dad, I don't want to invade in your space anymore. I think I'm grown now to do this. I have a child and that needs me, da 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 da. They move out. Another one is me. Not me, but some people. These are the reasons that I've been giving are reasons why people want to move out. Now, the other 50% that don't move out, some of them are scared of the rent. Hey, you can't afford you can't afford the rent. You can't. I was listening to someone actually say her salary is equivalent to electricity bill, and literally, if you think of what electricity bill is and compare it to rent, there's a difference. And if she says she can even only afford electricity, not even the house rent, there's a problem. So that's one of the reasons why some people will still stay at home. Aside the fact that where I come from in Nigeria, it's kind of like a tradition where you, like I said, you don't leave home until you get married, you go to your husband's house. You find that some other people are stuck there because, say for example, a 35-year-old, remember we said 23 to 37, a 35-year-old who's still living with his or her parent, probably has that one reason that, or more, I don't got that much box to go and rent my own apartment yet and stuff like that. It's okay. Still stay in the, they're not pursuing you, so you can stay. Another one I tick down here is peer pressure. So you find especially when you're getting to the ages of 28, 29, 30, 31, there's that your friends, or you have friends that are all living on their own, they have jobs, they've got a car, they're enjoying their own lifestyle, they're not under that oh, I'm going home, or a curfew or whatever, and that could actually bring you to want to move out when you are like, my friends are doing this, my friends are doing that, so let me also do it. Forgetting that, trust me, it is tough out there, guys. It is tough. I don't think our parents want us to sit here with them for life, but if you are not up to it yet, don't do it because somebody else is doing it. You are going to, whatever you find, you end up coming back like the prodigal son, and they're not going, this time around, they're not going to kill goat or chicken for you. You're just going to come back and sit down. Maybe your room would have started being used for a storage. You don't know. So don't attempt it if you're not ready. And some other people do, like, say for example, if you can't afford it, some other people do it to save cost, because you find that if, like, say you're working for example and you bring that money home, your parents already have a house, you are not too far away, your parents' house is not too far away from work, why do you have to go and rent an apartment outside? Just bring the money home. There might be one or two things that you need to contribute to the house. It's better than actually going to go and create another kind of expenses out there when your work and parents' house are not so far from each other. You can handle the distance. So let's be mindful of the reasons why we might want to move out of the house. Some other people feel stressed, like they feel like their parents are breathing down their neck, like giving them that corner eye that it's time to move out. Me, I think that corner eye is it's time to get married. I don't think it's, hey, move out. My parents and my dad is not even going to tell you move out right now. My mom's not going to tell you to move out right now. If after they give me a corner eye, it is go and get married. They give my sisters corner eyes is because they need to go and do what? Get married. That's the only reason. A valid reason to move out of the house would be like I said, if you're working and your work office and home, they're not so close, then you can move out. Or maybe you move to another city, then you can move out. Those are valid reasons to move out of the house. But to just up and leave your house because you feel like you are a big girl now, you have arrived, you have a job, you have a car, you might not find it that easy out there. You might not find that easy out there. There might be responsibilities that you need to carry out whilst you're staying in your parents' house, that if you're far away from home, you might not be able to really do much of it. I know, like, several times I'd be like, guys, if you find that maybe you text me and I'm not replying, it's because I'm working. There are other things that I do aside from normal work that has to do with my house, and if I'm not here, it won't be done. So sometimes think about the responsibilities that you have. Don't just wake up one morning and feel too big and be like, no, I'm leaving the house, because it's real out there. It's real. Stay under this umbrella while you can. Some people move out of the house to go and live with man. I'm not criticizing you, I'm not judging you, because I don't want anybody to come on my page and say that you're a judge. I'm not a judge, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, think about it wisely before you make that move, because you are the same person who's going to come back and say men are scum, men are trash. You are the men are trash gang. You're actually going to be upset. Now, bear in mind, this partner you are not married to, whether you're a guy or you're a girl, if you move out just for the sake of going to cohabit, there's something they call it live-in partner, to have a live-in partner, you don't have, sorry, I'm not judging, I beg you. I don't want anybody to come at me. Don't come and eat me raw, please. I know I'm delicious, but relax, okay? Hold your horses. Don't move out of the house because of a man or a woman. What you will find there, you won't like it, because it's different from marriage. Marriage, you know, even marriage, some people will still say, I beg, I'm tired, I'm going to my family house to go and chill. Take us to somebody you're not married to. Where will you, which family house will you go and chill? When you people fight, there's no family house, because number one, remember, you have run away from the house to go and live with a man, to go and stay with a girl. So which family house are you going to come to? There's not going to be any family house when the fire is on the mountain. So be careful, make the right decisions. If you want to move out, do it the right way and not because of one flimsy excuse. Have valid reasons to move out. Then it makes sense to your parents when you're telling them, and even you when you are reasoning the thing, you know. Some people don't move out because they don't have income, which is okay. It's not like we are all going to be in the same position forever. It's not something to be ashamed about, to say, I would have loved to move out of the house if I have money. If you have money, so what? So what if you have money? There are other things you can save up while you are in your parents' house. You can actually save up and do a lot of things. Trust me. That money that you're going to spend out there for rent, when it's not like they're pushing you from your house, you will save on it and invest properly. And when it's time to move out, you know that, okay, maybe you even bought yourself a house. Who knows? Because trust me, you guys, we have to be wise. This time and age, we have to be wise. You can't just do things from top of your head just because you feel like, or you are in that mood. When is it okay to move out? Think about it before you actually do. Really, is it necessary? Is it necessary to move out? Does it make you feel fly? Or why? Especially girls that want to, because guys, they can handle themselves. They can go and leave the girlfriend and they'll be fine. I'm not saying we women are weak, but it's very unusual for a girl to be like, oh, I'm 22 and I want to move out of the house, or I'm 24 and I want to move out of. I've had stories of people who've actually moved out of their houses, and trust me, it's not easy out there. It is not easy. Even here in South Africa, the rent is like, oh, it's massive. Electricity, dolol. Water, woo, shem. Trust me. Think about your actions. Like, I think it boils down to thinking about really considering what it is that you want for yourself, considering your future. Don't just move out of the house. It's not easy. It is tough out there. It might be fun. It might be, you enjoy the very beginning, but it will start dawning on you that, why did I even attempt to? So only if you are like fine, maybe you move to another country. Even when you move to another country, you find that even settling down it's a bit shaky before you find your balance. Now, imagine when you have a house and you decide to move out just to go and spend money somewhere else. No guys, let's really think about it before we move out. So yeah, that's basically what I had for you on Essays Daily today. I just wanted to know, when is it okay for you to move out of your house? Is it by age? Do you measure it by age? Do you measure it by your income? Or do you measure it by, you know what, I can't deal with these people anymore, my family is giving me a headache, I want to move out? Is that the kind of person that you are? Let me know in the comment sections. Let's interact, let's get talking. I haven't moved out of my father's house or my mother's house or my family house because it's not time. When it's time, I'll move out. When there's a, you know, prospect, then yeah, we'll talk about that. Or maybe, like I said, if I have to go to someplace else, that's the only time. But for now, I'm enjoying the comfort of my father's house. If you want to beat me, you come and find me here, you know, that kind of a thing. Trust me, it's stress-free. The only thing you just have to do is tolerate your family, and what's so difficult in that? You've lived with them all your life. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are, if it's actually something that you've tried out, if it's worked for you, and if it's not, or you know somebody that it has worked for, like moving out, or maybe you share the same opinion as me that there's no point moving out, especially only if the reasons are really credible. Thank you very much for staying tuned on yet another episode of Essays Daily. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? You want me to come and look for you? You want me to come and look for you? Please subscribe to my channel, and you know what, just tap on the notification button so that you can know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for the love. I love every one of you. And so, sir,